Greetings from Change. Welcome to CALM program, a powerful, highly inspiring, instantly life-changing mind management program. Nice to see you again. After some gap, of course. So in the last video, in that lesson, what we have learned is the definition of God as prescribed by Sri Adi Shankaracharya, an ancient saint who is revered by Hindus as the incarnation of Lord Shiva himself. So Adi Shankaracharya said, God equals Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam. We learned about it. And we have also briefly understood what these three words mean. That is, Satyam means existence absolute. Jnanam means consciousness absolute. Anantam means limitless. So, existence absolute, consciousness absolute, which is limitless in time, space and object, equals God. This is what Adi Shankara said. To understand this, we need to devote our time and energy, because this has the deepest level of meaning which can completely transform our lives. So Adi Shankara says God equals limitless in time, space and object. Object means including yourself and myself, including all human beings in the entire planet, including all forms of life in the planet. That is, God is present in all objects, in everybody, in every form of life, in all five elements that sustain the universe. Right? So, if that is so, if you and I recognize from this that God is present in you and in me, and for that matter, every human being, will there be so much of problem in the world today? But actually we can trust and we can believe that God is present everywhere. How? Look at the way how the human being transformed already. We transformed from living in the caves for fear of adverse climate and animals. Right? We were hunting and gathering. We were eating raw flesh. How did we transform from that state to eating food of your choice in a wonderfully carved dining table today? Have you not transformed? Have you not transformed from living in caves to living in a beautiful house of your choice today? Have you not transformed from walking miles and miles to flying at the rate of 1,000 kilometers an hour today? Have you not transformed from wearing the leaves and plants to wearing beautiful cloth of your choice today. All these men have discovered, right? It is true that men may not have created this. Men have discovered this. From eating raw flesh to eating cooked food is the discovery of man. Like that, everything that we today enjoy, a palatial house that people are living today, the jets they are flying in today, the cars they are driving today, everything that you use day in and day out and experience and enjoy is men's creation. But how was it possible? It is true that everybody have not spent equal amount of time and energy to bring about this change. It is true that there may be a few great selfless personalities in many walks of life. The scientists, philosophers, thinkers, producers, business magnates, and social leaders. So everybody have contributed to transform from that state to the state we are in today. But how? How did those people, maybe a small group of people, and all of us have benefited from that? You take an example like Albert Einstein, or you take an example of Thomas Alva Edison, or Wright brothers, or Steve Jobs, or Microsoft Gantt. So everybody, people with great ideas and aspiration, wanting to serve others, have created this world for us. Only those people who think big and whose nature is to serve others can achieve such great things in life. And most of us are benefited from that. So, unless such great personalities who have gone with name and fame in history, having contributed to the mankind in their respective walks of life, in the field of science, in the field of industry, in the field of business, in the field of political leadership, everybody have contributed for us to be living a life of our choice today. So the point here is that Supreme Being, a particle of that Supreme Being, like Adi Shankara says, present everywhere, all the time, in every object. It is that particle which has given this power through the human mind to create the world of our choice today. But for our transformation, We would have remained as we were. But unfortunately, the way the human mind and brain have discovered all these scientific advancements only for the purpose of making human life better, human life more dignified, more comfortable, these scientific advancements have been achieved. But what is happening today? The same mind which has contributed to the welfare of the humanity is also contributing to the degradation of the human mind, degradation of the quality of human life. Why this is happening? An individual is suffering from lack of ability to put 2 square meals on the day, such a poverty at one level. At another level, another individual is flourishing in abundance. Look at the dichotomy, look at the duality. The human mind which has created such abundance, thanks to the scientific discoveries in every walk of life, the same mind is creating abject poverty in one case and abundance of wealth in another. The same human mind which is creating conflict and inner suffering in one case and absolute peace in other case. The same human mind is making more and more progress and success in life in one case, and in another case, the same mind is making more and more failure and sense of suffering, sense of discontentment, sense of worry. The same human mind is creating excellent relationship with people. In some other cases, the same human mind is creating very bad, unhelpful, destructive relationship. Why is this duality? It's the same human mind. So, everywhere there is a duality. Everybody is suffering from duality. Everybody. Irrespective of what you are, irrespective of who you are. Whether you are living in abundance or you are living in scarcity. Whether you are living in name and fame or whether you are living in as an ordinary person. Whether you are functioning as a ordinary staff in an organization or you are the CEO of the organization. Whether you are running a small business or you are running a international chain of business. Everybody is having inner conflict for one thing or other. Maybe the most impoverished person may be suffering from want of the basic necessities like food, shelter and clothing. So that person's problem is that. feeling bad about it, feeling worried, feeling anxious. Whereas the person who is living in abundance is also having inner conflict about something else. Maybe a businessman wants to be on top of the business all through. So that person is continuously in mental stress to be on top of the business in the global market. The same thing holds good to everybody. The same thing holds good to political leaders, business magnates, corporators, and the middle class and lower middle class people as well. So everybody is worried or anxious or concerned or having some sorts of pain in the mind about something or other. Why this has to happen? If we are truly a particle of the supreme infinite intelligence resides in us, why this should happen? Adi Shankara says, the God is present everywhere, all the time, in every object. So God is present in you and me. Then why should we suffer is the question that we need to answer. Where is the problem? If the God is present in you and me, if the God is present in the Prime Minister of Israel and the leader of the Hamas group, if the God is present in the people of India and in the people of Pakistan, would there be fight? Would there be war, perpetual war for centuries? If the God is present in everybody, would there be an internal relationship issues in the family? Which causes tremendous amount of stress among the family members? If the God is present in a businessman, why should the businessman have sleepless nights about his business? So, the point here that we need to notice, God is present, but we are not conscious. You and me, 99.9% of the humanity is not conscious of the fact that that particle of the supreme infinite intelligence is in me and I am that. We are not conscious. We are not conscious, absolutely. Then what are we conscious? We are only conscious of our body and mind. That the presence of that element which is there in every form, every life, which is omnipresent. But we are not conscious of that. Because we are not conscious of that, the mind is taking control over our life, and the mind, in its characteristic psychological mode of functioning, which essentially negativity. Negativity here means not in the sense of negativity that you and I understand. Negativity here means the backward. The mind which is functioning in its psychological characteristic negative mode takes us only to the past. And the human mind is full of past. The mind is the warehouse of the past. So we will understand at some depth as to why, in spite of the Supreme Being is omnipresent everywhere, all the time, in every object, why this problem? Why human is suffering for one thing or other? At the individual level, societal level, national level, global level. Why human being is suffering? So we will get to that in the next video. In this current video, in this video, what we have learned together is the fact that because the fact that yes, that particle of that supreme infinite intelligence is present in us, we have been able to transform to a great extent from living as a gatherer and hunter and living in cave to the life that we are all today. We have transformed to that extent. But having transformed, why there is such a huge misery in humanity? Everybody is suffering. So why? So this is what we need to understand. In the next video, we are going to get to that. Why there is human misery and suffering, while that supreme infinite intelligence is present in us. As we said, because we are not conscious of the presence of the supreme infinite intelligence in us, we think we are the mind and we are suffering in every aspect of life. So we will get to the details in the next video to make further progress in our transformation. Thank you. Please watch more than once probably this video and even all other videos, and ask questions, send feedback in the comment box and share it with everybody. This program, mind management program, it's my dedication to, this is the way that I make my return gift to the universe. This is my return gift. I got a lot from the universe. I lived enough. And it is my responsibility now to make a return gift. I am doing this. Same way, please share it with others and let this gift flow. Let the humanity change. Thank you.